Hello everybody, my name is Lumo and today is Reading Your Comments number 6, but before we get into reading your comments, first let me introduce you to the bi-weekly Blood Rights. Notice how they're not all dominated by Trey, you guys dethroned him this week. So, I know I'm probably going to say this later on in the video, but I'm sorry about Spooky Sunday not happening this week. It'll be happening this upcoming Sunday. I got really busy this Sunday because I had a friend coming over. It was my late birthday party, essentially, and don't flood the comments with happy birthday. You guys already gave me a happy birthday wish. It was fantastic and I loved it. But that being said, let's get right into these comments. The Fusion Gamer says, Lumo, this sounds a little bad, but I don't want you to get bigger. Being bigger doesn't mean better. You'll have more fans, more comments, and you won't be able to reply to all of them. The Discord will be flooded and you'll... The Discord will be flooded and you'll be able to talk to barely anyone. And you might change. You're the best YouTuber I watch, and I don't know what I'd do if you change. You're practically the only thing I enjoy watching on YouTube anymore. It's all boring. So you should stay in this little town of small YouTuberville. I don't want you to be making whole videos about audible.com. I know you will get bigger, but I trust you won't change. Please don't, you're amazing. Okay. I stopped drooling halfway through that. I'm just a sucker for commentary. But no, here's the thing, like, I get what you're saying, like, a lot of people go through this weird metamorphosis from, like, real person to YouTube famous, and I can understand the fear. Honestly, I feel like I'm probably gonna be like Jack, all things considered. I don't think I can possibly see myself as anything besides a jackass playing video games on the internet. Like, really. The thing is, though, is regardless of what I do, the Discord will become flooded. Like, I want to make this my job because I love doing this. This is the thing that I get my jollies on. Like, it is me. It's what I do. That's why I'm trying to make our insane goal by August. So it's just sort of like... I'm trying to think how I can put this. It's a very, very interesting, oh god, no. I thought I was recording with my webcam mic again. But no, it's a very interesting conundrum, because I get that people like how things are now, and I like where they are now too, but I'd like to make them huger. And I do understand what you mean, and thank you for your kind words. I think. Joe Quam Branch says, you gotta get the only one you hate out of the way most. In other words, fuck the cat. I'm gonna say what I said then. No. So, I talked about our insane goal earlier. The insane goal is 20,000 by the end of August. And Legendary Dark Cinder says, 20,000, huh? Well, aren't we all crazier than that? Well, I mean, you don't go anywhere unless you make these crazy jumps. Let's be honest, you gotta be willing to put in the time, the effort, the research to become the best! Buttered Popcorn says, at the rate the channel is growing, we may be at 10,000 at the start of July. Beware, people of YouTubes. Lummus Blizz is coming, and we could do that. We might be able to do that. At our current growth, I see no physical way for that to happen, but that's the thing with this whole 20k by the end of August, is it forces me to actually do a little bit of extra work research and put some extra time into everything. Comic Sans MS says, you should try a Flash game video, or, so go on a website such as Congregate and find random games and play them, but if you don't want to, that's fine. We're probably going to be doing some Flash games. I've got a few picked out, a few people have recommended that to me, so I got a few on the list of one-offs. Aslin says, Agario Slither.io. Aslin says, Agario or Slither.io are fun one-offs or even short series, a fun combo range and simplicity. Here's my issue. I got an itch. Bad timing for an itch. Here's my issue with the .io games, is my internet's not good enough to run them. Isn't that weird? I can play Team's Defense 4 too, just fine, but I cannot, for the love of God, play a game about ball on grid, or ball make snake on grid. My internet's just not good enough. I won't hate you if you did Happy Wheels, as long as you're not playing the same levels as Mark or Jack. And not all the same levels. See, I don't know what levels they play. I don't watch the Happy Wheels things. I'm not savvy to Happy Wheels. I will still watch and enjoy the Happy Wheels levels, but it's kind of boring to watch them play the exact same thing. Mark played a cool game, and I can't think of what it's called, but it was a short online thing where you're a Grim Reaper clearing out a dungeon. You have to meet a certain requirement of kills before you die. I remember that. I remember seeing that, but I don't know what it's called, but I will. I'll go back into his backlog and look it up. I'm sure Mako probably knows. She's pretty well versed, honestly. Yeah, and the stupid Flash games that we played in computer class as a kid that are always on the table for one-offs. And they're free, and I could also go through Pew's 3 free games vids for a game, too. So, Aslan has given us a lot of options, so thank you, Aslan. I'm gonna look into that Satan game, because I remember being kind of impressed with it. Adrian News says, Super Hexagon, Savant Descent, those are perfect one-offs. If only someone recently purchased Super Hexagon for me as a gift. You know who you are, and you know it's coming. Also, okay, I don't want to harp on the whole, Lummus Bliss birthday thing, but for the love of God, this is the best way to wish someone happy birthday. The celebration of your vaginal excrement. Spoopy says, Lumo calls himself scummy. Meanwhile, he's like the May of YouTubers. Sorry. I don't normally include what I perceive to be hate comments in these, but this one made me laugh. Just, fuck you, Lumo, and it's just Patrick. It's just fucking Patrick. I love it. Full Chicken 44 says, Elevator Sim would be the best game in real life. 10 out of 10. I've debated doing a joke let's play of Elevator Source. I've debated it. I don't know if I'm gonna do it, but I have debated it. Liam Snyder says, I liked Outlast. I never watched a full playthrough of it. I was hoping I could watch yours. Okay, now we did do a full playthrough of Outlast. We did the base game. And Whistleblower will be coming soon. I got it halfway recorded. Emmy Knightley just finished her recording of it, so like you got two options here. So there's that. It'll be coming soon, hopefully by this Sunday. Don't quote me on that, but that's the meme dream. I can't do it today like I planned because I literally have to leave the second this video is done being edited. So I'm very busy. Rayson Shuri says, I don't mind horror games. Please play FNAF or something. I have been looking at doing The Joy of Creation now. Here's the thing. I know I promised Spooky Sunday to be happening this Sunday, but Small came over and I never see Small anymore, so I had to stick around and touch your face. So, this Sunday, I don't know what Spooky Saturday game we're gonna be playing, but I'll be looking at, like, maybe These Nights at Rachel or, you know, Joy of Recreation. Oh, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what there's gonna be more, so you might want to stick around, subscribe, become a numinary. Stick around, become a nudist berry. Stick around, become my buddy berry. Stick around, become a lemon Harry. So anyway, my name has been Lumo. Subscribe if you want to become... So, my name has been Lumo. Subscribe if you want to stick around, become a luminary, leave a like if you're so inclined, comment if you want to, share it if you feel like it, and as always, I hope to see you in the very next video. Goodbye.